The Huge Tiger and the Little Rabbit. One day, a huge tiger was very hungry and he caught a little rabbit on his way home. When they arrived at the tiger's house, the little rabbit said to the tiger, "Brother Tiger, it must be tired for you to catch me. Why don't you take a rest and drink some water in the well? After that, you will feel much better to eat me." The tiger thought it was right and agreed happily. So he jumped into the well directly. The rabbit was excited. The tiger could never come out of the well again. He saved himself with his wisdom.
小红书
The frog climbed the mountain to see the sea. A frog lived in the small pond. He was eager to see the sea. But to see the sea, he must climb the huge mountain in front of him. How could he climb the mountain? While he was thinking about it, a bird jumped and came near him. The bird was hurt. He couldn't fly. He jumped up on the stone step and asked the frog to follow him. So they jumped step by step together. Several days later, they found that they had finished all the stone steps. The bird's wound also got well, and he could fly again. The frog finally saw the endless sea.
小红书
The Monkey King divided the peaches. The monkeys planted peach trees in the garden. Each of them could get 2 baskets of peaches every year. However, this year, it was too dry for the peach trees to grow well. The Monkey King knew that the monkeys would be unhappy if they just got 1 basket. So, he sent a little monkey to spread the message that they wouldn't get a single peach this year. The monkeys were all anxious. Then, the Monkey King held a meeting. He said to the monkeys, "The rumor was not true. Though it is hard this year, you will still get 1 basket of peaches." To everyone's surprise, the monkeys were all happy to hear this.
小红书
The story between a fly and a bee. One day, a fly met a bee. The fly asked the bee, "How do you keep your flying direction?" The bee answered, "If I get lost, I will fly towards the light." While they were talking, a little boy caught them and locked them in a glass bottle. The bee began to look for the light to escape. However, the wind blew the bottle over. The bottom of the bottle was now facing the light. The bee tried to get out towards the light again and again, but in vain. But the fly flied around in all directions. He got out of the bottle quickly. Experiences are sometimes more useful than theories.
小红书
The story between a fox and a crow. One day, a crow picked up a piece of meat. He was resting on the tree. The fox saw the crow. He wanted to get the meat from the mouth of the crow. He thought for a while and said to the crow, "Dear crow, you look so beautiful. We all love your voice. Could you sing a song for me?" Hearing this, the crow was so proud. The fox was the only one who wanted to hear his voice. So the crow began to sing, but the moment he opened his mouth, the meat dropped off. The fox picked up the meat and ran away quickly.
小红书
Three mice steal the oil. 3 little mice were attracted by the smell in the oil jar, but the jar was too deep for them. So they bit the tail of each other to drink in turn. However, the first mouse thought that each of them could only drink a little if they drank one by one. The mouse in the middle was afraid that the first mouse would drink all the oil. The mouse on the top also worried they would drink the oil up. Therefore, they all jumped into the jar. But after they all drank enough oil, they found they were all wet. None of them could get out of the jar at last.
小红书
The Fisherman and the Genie. Long ago, a poor fisherman lived by the sea. Every day, he cast his net 4 times into the sea. First 3 times, he caught only junk and trash. The fisherman sighed. "Oh, no fish again." The last time, he caught a heavy bronze bottle. Curious, the fisherman opened the bottle. Smoke came out and became a huge genie. The genie roared, "I will kill you." The fisherman trembled. "But I saved you," he cried. The genie said, "I promised to kill whoever freed me." The fisherman had a smart idea. He asked, "Can you really fit in this small bottle?" The genie said, "Of course." He turned into smoke and went back into the bottle. The fisherman quickly closed the bottle. The genie begged to be let out. The fisherman said, "Only if you promise to be good." The genie promised and was set free. He showed the fisherman a lake full of magic fish. The fisherman caught a great many fish, which made him happy and full of hope. Be clever, be brave, and stay calm in danger. Even a small person can outsmart great trouble.
小红书
The Little Mermaid. Deep under the sea, there lived a little mermaid. She always wanted to see the human world. Her biggest wish was to meet a prince. One night, she saw a prince on a ship. The prince stood on the deck smiling. Suddenly, a great storm came. The ship broke into pieces. The prince fell into the sea. She saved him and brought him to the beach. She sang softly till he opened his eyes. But when he woke, he saw another princess. He thought, "She is the one who saved me." The mermaid's heart ached. She wanted to live with the prince. She went to the sea witch for help. The witch gave her magic to become human but she lost her voice and could not speak. The witch said, "If the prince loves you, you will stay human. But if he marries another, you will turn into sea foam." The mermaid drank the magic drink. Her tail turned into legs. The prince found her and took her to his castle. She danced with him but could not tell him the truth. The prince married the other princess. The mermaid was very sad. When the sun rose, her body turned into sea foam. The little mermaid gave up everything for love. She showed us that true love is brave. But sometimes, true love also means letting go.
小红书
The early flying little bird. In a quiet forest, many clever birds lived. They could fly high and fast, but one little bird was clumsy. It flew very slowly and was often laughed at by the others. The little bird felt sad, but it did not give up. It thought, even if I fly slowly, I can start earlier. So while other birds were still resting in their nests, the little bird was already practicing every day. No matter the wind or rain, it kept on trying. Day after day, the little bird's flying skills grew better. It flew higher and farther. The proud birds who laughed before did not practice anymore. One day, the forest held a flying race. All the birds joined, including the little bird. The race began. The fast birds rushed ahead, but the little bird flapped hard with all its strength. At last, the little bird flew higher and farther than anyone else. It won the race. All the birds were surprised. From then on, they knew hard work and practice are more important than talent. The little bird proved that even a slow bird can fly first.
小红书
The necklace. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Matilda. She was pretty, but she was not rich. She always dreamed of a better life. One day, Matthew's husband brought her an invitation. It was for a grand party at the palace. Matilda was very excited. But Matilda was sad again. She said, "I have no dress to wear." Her husband gave her money to buy a dress. Matilda still worried. She said, "I need jewels too." She went to her friend and borrowed a shiny necklace. At the party, Matilda was the most beautiful woman. Everyone looked at her. She danced and laughed all night. But when she went home, the necklace was gone. Matilda cried, "Oh no, where is it?" She and her husband searched everywhere, but they could not find it. So they bought a new necklace to replace it. For 10 long years, they worked very hard to pay the debt. Matilda became old and tired. One day, Matilda met her friend again. Her friend looked young and rich. Matthew told her the truth about the necklace. Her friend was shocked. She said, "Oh, Matilda, the necklace was only fake." Always be honest and be happy with what you have.
小红书
The deer with one blind eye. There used to be a deer with one blind eye. He came to the seaside to eat grass. He faced the sea with his blind eye. With his good eye, he carefully watched the land for any hunters. He thought there wouldn't be any danger from the sea. However, someone came by boat and saw the deer. He shot down the deer. When the deer was dying, he said to himself, I'm so unlucky. I paid all my attention to the land, but danger came from the sea. Things never go as expected.
小红书
The Fox and the Cicada. One sunny day, a hungry fox was walking in the forest. He heard a cicada singing loudly in the tree. The fox looked up and saw the cicada. He thought, what a delicious meal it would be. The fox tried to be friendly. He said to the cicada, Dear cicada, your singing is so beautiful. Won't you come down and sing for me closer? But the cicada was very clever. It knew the fox might have bad ideas. So it answered, Thank you, Mr. Fox, but I'm quite happy here in the tree. The fox didn't give up. He said, There are many nice flowers under the tree. You can come down and enjoy them with me. The cicada smiled and said, I can see the flowers from here. They are really lovely, but I'd better stay in the tree. The fox shouted, You stupid cicada! You don't know what you're missing. The cicada laughed and said, Mr. Fox, I know you're tricking me. You just want to eat me. The fox got angry. He started jumping up to catch the cicada. But the tree was too tall. At last, the tired fox had to leave. The story tells us we should always be careful and not be fooled by sweet words.
小红书
The Fox and the Fish. Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived a clever fox. Near the forest, there was a clear and lovely river, full of delicious fish. The fox often walked along the riverbank, looking at the fish swimming happily in the water, and he always wished he could catch some. One cold winter day, the fox went to the river as usual. To his surprise, the river had frozen over, but the fox noticed that there were holes in the ice where fishermen had fished. He thought, This is a great opportunity. The fish will come to these holes to breathe, and I can catch them easily. So, the fox sat by one of the holes, waiting patiently for the fish. At first, he was very excited, thinking he would soon have a big meal. But as time passed, no fish came. He waited and waited, feeling colder and hungrier. The fox started to get impatient. Instead of waiting quietly, he began to jump around and make a lot of noise. As a result, the fish that were approaching the hole were scared away. Just then, an old owl flew by. The owl saw what Fox was doing and said, Fox, you have a great opportunity here with these holes. But you are not being patient. Catching fish needs hard work and patience. You can't just rely on the opportunity and do nothing. The fox felt ashamed. He realized that the owl was right. He sat down again, this time being very quiet and patient. After a long time, a fish finally swam up to the hole. The fox quickly reached out his paw and caught the fish. From that day on, the fox learned an important lesson. Opportunities are important, but hard work is the key. No matter how many opportunities come our way, if we don't work hard, they will be useless.
小红书
Sea salt bread. In a quiet coastal village, there lived a kind but lonely baker named Eli. Every morning before sunrise, Eli would knead dough to soft tunes and bake fresh bread. But fewer people were visiting his shop these days. The town was aging. Young folks moved away. And Eli feared he'd have to close the bakery that had been in his family for 3 generations. One rainy evening, as Eli was preparing to lock up early, the bell above his door rang. A traveler, soaked and tired, stepped in. He bought a loaf of bread and, before leaving, slipped a crumpled piece of paper onto the counter. "Try this," he said with a smile. "It might bring the sea to your oven." Curious, Eli unwrapped the note. It was a recipe, simple but unusual. It used sea salt, lavender, and a hint of lemon zest. Eli tried it the next morning, filling the bakery with a fresh, surprising scent. By noon, the shop was buzzing. People from nearby towns came after hearing about the new sea salt loaf. Within weeks, Eli's bakery became famous. He hired help, started baking classes, and even opened a small cafe next door. Eli never saw the traveler again, but he always saved a loaf for him, just in case. Sometimes, all it takes is a pinch of mystery to bring hope back home.
小红书
Book and Rose. A long time ago, there was a small, peaceful castle, and people lived happily together. One day, a bad dragon flew to the castle. It took over the castle. The people tried many ways to drive it away, but the dragon just stayed. One day, the dragon caught the princess and said to the people, "Do what I say, and I will let her go to rescue their princes." The people had to do as the dragon said. The dragon took the best water source and demanded 2 sheep to eat every day. Day by day, the number of sheep became fewer, and people's lives grew harder. One night, a brave knight came to the city. The people told him their sad story. "Don't worry, I will help you," said the knight. The knight drew his sword and rode toward the castle, was determined to drive the dragon away. After a long fight, the knight drove the dragon away from the castle. The people cheered, and the princess was free. In the city, a beautiful red rose bloomed. The knight picked the flower and gave it to the princess. The people planted red roses everywhere, and books were sold in every shop. The streets were full of beautiful flowers, and children could buy books at every corner. The story of the dragon and the knight was passed down from generation to generation.
小红书
The Proud Frog. There was once a little frog who lived in a pond. He thought he was the best jumper in the world. "I can jump higher than the birds," he said proudly. He laughed at the turtles and teased the ducks. One day, the frog saw a kangaroo by the river. He laughed loudly. "Look at your big feet! I bet I can jump farther than you." The kangaroo said nothing. She just smiled and jumped. She landed far, far away. The frog tried to jump too, but landed in the mud. Covered in mud, the frog sat quietly. He finally said, "Maybe I still have a lot to learn." This story tells us being proud makes us blind. There's always someone better, so stay humble and keep learning.
小红书
The crow drinks water. One day, a crow was very thirsty, and he happened to fly to a bottle. There wasn't much water inside. He couldn't drink the water. He kept telling himself not to give up. At that time, he came up with a good idea. He put stones into the bottle one by one. Thanks to the stones, the water in the bottle moved up. At last, the crow drank the water happily.
小红书
The monkey catches fish. A monkey was sitting on a big tree. He saw a fisherman throwing a net into the river. He watched carefully and tried to learn from him. After a while, the fisherman drew the net back. He went away to have dinner. So the monkey quickly jumped down from the tree. He caught fish just as the fisherman did. But when he picked up the net, he fell down into the river himself. He tried a lot to get out of the river. So he said to himself, "I deserve this. How could I try to catch fish before I know how to throw the net?"
小红书
The clever little deer. One day, the little deer went out to play by himself. Before leaving, his mother told him that he should run away when he was in danger. He kept his mother's words in his mind and went out. While walking in the forest, he met a tiger. The tiger chased after him fiercely. He remembered his mother's words and ran quickly. But he soon became tired and couldn't run anymore. So he pretended to have a stomachache. He said to the tiger, "It seems that I'm poisoned." The tiger thought, "Then I will also be poisoned if I eat him." The tiger finally let the deer go.
小红书
Turtle disease. One day, the turtle was sick and asked the snail to go to buy medicine. 2 hours passed, and the snail still hadn't come back. The turtle said, angrily, "If you don't come back, I will die." At this time, the voice of the snail came from outside the door. "If you talk back to me again, I won't go."
小红书
The Rabbit's Lesson. Once upon a time in a big forest, a tiger had a bad toothache. The tiger asked the woodpecker for help. The woodpecker was too scared and just shook its head. Then it asked the monkey, but the monkey ran away. It also asked the fox, the wolf, and the old goat. All the animals were afraid because the tiger had hurt them before. Just then a kind white rabbit came. "Brother Tiger, don't worry. Pull out the bad tooth and you'll feel better," the rabbit said. The tiger bowed and thanked the rabbit, saying it would pay back if its toothache was cured. The rabbit quickly found the problem and pulled out the bad tooth. After putting some medicine, the tiger's pain was gone. When the rabbit was leaving, the tiger caught its tail. Brother Rabbit, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten for 2 days. Let me eat you. I will remember you forever," the tiger said. The rabbit tried to run, but its tail was left in the tiger's mouth. The rabbit became a short-tailed rabbit. It learned a hard lesson. It told other animals, "Remember, know who's good and who's bad when you help others."
小红书
The Arrogant Little Pig. There was a little pig on the farm. He was very arrogant. Every day he laughed at other animals. He saw the hen laying eggs and said, "You're so clumsy. You only know how to lay eggs. That's so boring." He saw the goat eating grass and laughed. "You're so stupid. All you do is eat grass. How boring." One day, the little pig wanted to find delicious berries. He went into the mountain alone. On the way, he met a little squirrel. The squirrel said, "Little pig, don't go that way. There's a muddy pit ahead. It's dangerous." The little pig rolled his eyes and said, "You're so small. What do you know? I'm smarter than you." He ran past the squirrel. Soon, the little pig stepped into the muddy pit. He struggled and shouted, "Help! Help!" But no one heard him. Just then, the goat walked by. The goat heard his cry and ran over. The goat used his strong horns to pull the little pig out of the mud. The little pig was all dirty. He hung his head and said, "I'm sorry, goat. I laughed at you before. Thank you for saving me. I know arrogance makes people get into trouble." From that day on, the little pig never laughed at other animals again. He became a kind and humble pig.
小红书
Hello, Mr. Octopus. I am an octopus. I have 8 dexterous arms. I have magical color-changing skin. When in danger, I squirt ink. I am very smart and can open jars. I use jet propulsion to move quickly. I also like to walk on the seafloor. I have many suction cups on my arms. They help me hold on tight. I have no bones, so my body is very soft. I live in my den under the rocks. I love to eat delicious crabs. I am a curious explorer. I like to make friends with fish. I can also mimic other animals. I love playing hide and seek among the corals. My skin can become bumpy too. I like to collect shiny treasures. At night, I dance under the moonlight. Now you know me. Goodbye.
小红书，
Hello, little woodpecker. I am a cute woodpecker in the forest, waving hello to you. I have a long, strong beak, just like a chisel. I have stiff tail feathers that help me stay steady. I also have a pair of strong, powerful feet. My feet help me climb up tree trunks with ease. Listen, it seems the big tree is sick. I am the little tree doctor of the forest. Tap, tap, tap. I'm starting my work. Aha! I found you, little bug hiding under the bark. Look at my secret weapon, a very thin and long tongue. Easily taking the bug out. What a delicious meal! After a full meal, the tree is healthy again. My beak isn't just for finding food. It's also a great construction tool. I'm building a safe and cozy home for myself. Look, my new home is finished. I am also the drummer of the forest. My drumming is loud and unique, and can travel far. I am a woodpecker, and I bring energy and music to the healthy forest.
小红书，
The graceful swan. I am a swan. I have an elegant long neck. I have wide-webbed feet. My feathers are as white as snow. I use my strong wings to fly. I soar high in the blue sky. I live by the quiet lake. I love to swim in the clear water. I dip my head into the water to find yummy weeds. I glide gracefully across the water's surface. In the spring, I build a cozy nest. I lay my precious eggs in the nest. Soon, my fluffy cygnets hatch. They follow me everywhere I go. We swim together as a happy family. I teach them how to find food. I stretch my wings in the warm sunshine. At night, I rest by the peaceful water. I tuck my head under my wing to sleep. I am a beautiful and happy swan.
小红书，
A little turtle's day. I am a cute little turtle, waving a friendly hello to you. I have 4 strong, short legs that support my body. I have a hard shell, like a little movable house. I also have a tiny tail behind me. When I'm scared, I can pull my head and limbs into my shell. I walk very slowly, but every step is very steady. The sun rises, and I wake up from under a large leaf. I'm hungry, and I am savoring a delicious red berry. I come to a clear stream to drink water, my reflection visible on the surface. A beautiful butterfly lands on the tip of my nose, and we look at each other quietly. I love sunbathing, the sunlight feels warm on my shell. Suddenly it starts to rain, and I take shelter under a big mushroom. The rain stops, and I curiously watch the crystal clear raindrops on the tip of a leaf. I try to climb a small slope. It's hard work, but I succeed. On the slope, I meet a group of busy ants and watch them quietly. I find a beautiful little flower and lower my head to smell its fragrance. The sun is setting, painting the sky in warm shades of orange. I let out a big yawn, getting ready to go home. I find a comfortable patch of grass and curl up to sleep. Under the moonlight, tucked into my shell, I am having sweet dreams.
小红书，
Hello, I'm an owl. I am an owl. I have big bright eyes. I have sharp talons. And soft, silent feathers. My head can turn way around. During the day, I like to rest quietly in the trees, hiding myself among the leaves. When the sun sets, my day truly begins. I spread my wings, ready to fly. I soar silently through the night sky. I use my keen hearing to find food. I can hear the tiniest rustle in the grass below. Then, I dive down quickly. Sometimes I catch a little field mouse. I live in a cozy tree hole. I am a guardian of the forest. I have many friends in the forest. When the sun rises again, it's time for me to say goodnight to the world.
小红书
The friendly crocodile. I am a crocodile. I have scales like armor. I have teeth like daggers. I have a long, strong tail. I live by a warm river. I love to doze lazily in the sun. I open my big mouth to yawn. I am also a master swimmer. I float quietly on the water. Only my eyes and nose are above the water. I watch the little fish swim by my side. I say hello to my friend, Mr. Turtle. We play hide and seek together under the lotus leaves. I chase dancing butterflies in the forest. I like to smell the fragrance of flowers. As night falls, the fireflies light up. I sit by the campfire roasting marshmallows. I look up at the stars in the sky. I see the crescent moon. In my dreams, I become a flying crocodile.
小红书
Pochi the penguin. I am a penguin. I have a black and white tuxedo. I waddle when I walk. But I'm a great swimmer. My wings are like powerful fins. I can dive deep into the sea to catch tasty fish. My home is the icy Antarctic. It's very, very cold here. But my thick feathers keep me warm. We huddle together to stay extra warm. I love sliding on my belly. It's much faster than waddling. I have a big family. We look after our eggs very carefully. A fluffy chick hatches from the egg. I feed my little chick. We sing to each other with loud calls. My homeland is beautiful at sunset. I love my world of snow and ice.
小红书
The unicorn in the forest. I am a unicorn. I have a spiraled silver horn. I have a mane woven from moonlight. My tail is like a little rainbow. My hooves sparkle like crystals. I live in an ancient magical forest. I like to drink the morning dew from the leaves. I love to eat sweet nectar from flowers. I can understand the language of small animals. Butterflies love to dance around me. The little rabbits and I are the best of friends. My horn can make the stream water clear. I guide lost fawns in the right direction. I nap under a giant mushroom. I chase the golden sunbeams in the forest. When it rains, a large leaf is my umbrella. At dusk, I listen to the songs of the crickets. At night, the stars are my faithful companions. In the darkness, my horn emits a soft glow. I am the guardian of this magical forest.
小红书
I am a little frog. I am a frog. I have bulging eyes. I have a wide, big mouth. I have smooth green skin. I have strong hind legs. I also have webbed feet. My tongue is long and sticky. I like to sunbathe on a lily pad. I am a high jump champion. And also a swimming expert. I love to eat little flying insects the most. I live by a beautiful pond. During the day, I like to play with butterflies. At night, I sing for the moon. When I was little, I was a tadpole. I swam in the water, wagging my tail. Slowly, I grew hind legs. Then I grew front legs. Finally, my tail disappeared. I became who I am now, and I'm so happy.
小红书
A day of a little brachiosaurus. I am a brachiosaurus. I have a long neck. I have stout limbs. My body is like a small moving mountain. I love to eat the tenderest leaves from the tall trees. My long neck can reach them easily. I have a very gentle personality. I like to play with butterflies. Walking under the warm Cretaceous sun is my favorite thing to do. I like to go to the clear river to drink water. The water reflects my huge figure. I also enjoy rolling on the soft grass. When I'm happy, my tail wags gently. I look curiously at a beautiful little flower. The distant volcano is the scenery of my homeland. I like to sit quietly and feel the breeze. When night falls, I look up at the starry sky. The sky full of stars twinkles at me. I snuggle up beside my mom, ready to sleep. Good night, this beautiful world.
小红书
The little singer of the fields. I am a cricket. I have long thin antennae. I have shiny black armor. I have strong hind legs. I can jump very, very high. I also have a pair of wings. By rubbing my wings, I can sing. My song is crisp and loud. I love to sing loudly at night. I also like to play hide and seek in the grass. Green grass and leaves are my delicious food. The morning dew is my drink. I live in a small hole dug in the dirt. That is my warm and safe home. My ears are on my front legs. I can hear sounds from far away. Autumn is the season of harvest. It's also when we are most active. We are the musicians of the fields. Do you like my song?
小红书
A day with baby triceratops. I am a triceratops. I have 3 sharp horns on my head. And a big, beautiful head shield. My 4 limbs are like sturdy stone pillars. My skin is thick and protects me. I am a dinosaur that loves to eat plants. I love eating delicious ferns the most. I also like to smell the fragrance of flowers. I often use my horns to push down branches to taste the tender leaves. After eating, I like to take a walk in the forest. I walk to the clear river to drink water. My reflection in the water is clearly visible. Although I look strong, I am actually very gentle. I like to play with butterflies and race with my little friends on the grassland. We love playing hide and seek the most. I enjoy basking lazily in the sun. It's so comfortable. When the sun sets, the sky is painted in beautiful colors. I return to my warm little nest made of leaves. Good night, world.
小红书
The little dragonfly aviator. I am a dragonfly. I have thin wings. I have big eyes. I have a long body. I have 6 nimble legs. I love wearing my pilot's hat. My wings shimmer in the sunlight. My eyes can see in all directions. I love to fly in the sky. I can hover in the air. I also like to rest on a lotus leaf or on the tip of a reed. When I was young, I lived in the water. This is the old skin I shed. I like to chase after little flying insects. My flying speed is very fast. I like sunny and warm weather. I watch the sunset by the pond. I count the stars on the grass. Good night, world.
小红书，
The Little Ladybug Explorer. I am a ladybug. I have small antennae. I have 6 short legs. I have a red armor. My armor is dotted with little black spots. My wings are hidden under the armor. I like to fly among the flowers. And I like to walk on the leaves. I love drinking the morning dew the most. I also love to eat pests. I am the little guardian of the garden. A good friend of the flowers. I like to take a nap in the sunshine. And I like to play hide and seek with my friends. The wind will take me to see faraway places. After the rain, I will say hello to the rainbow. When I'm tired, I shelter under a mushroom. At night, fireflies light up the path for me. I fall asleep in a warm tree hollow. In my dreams, I begin a new adventure.
小红书，
Little Stegosaurus. I am a Stegosaurus. My tail has a spiky mace. My body is as burly as a small mountain. I have a row of bony plates on my back. They look like beautiful shields. I am a gentle plant eater. I love eating fresh ferns and the sweet wild fruits in the forest. I like to walk in the Cretaceous forest. My heavy footsteps leave prints on the ground. I enjoy playing with fish by the swamp. And I like to chase butterflies on the prairie. The volcano in the distance is my backdrop. I say hello to my pterosaur friend flying in the sky. In the afternoon, I will take a nap under a big tree. The sun shines warmly on my bony plates. When danger approaches, I become vigilant. I will swing my strong tail forcefully. I am a gentle but brave dinosaur.
小红书，
Hello, I'm Little T-Rex. I am a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I have strong hind legs. I have a huge head. I also have sharp teeth. My front claws are small and cute. I have a long tail. My eyes are big and bright. I like to roar loudly at the sky. I love to eat delicious meat the most. When I walk, the ground trembles. I live in an ancient forest. I can run very fast. My skin is like hard scales. I was born from a big egg. I like to play with other little dinosaurs. I drink water by the clear river. I like to look up at the starry sky at night. I sleep on a pillow of soft moss. Everyone says I am the king of the dinosaurs. Now, I will wave goodbye to you.
小红书，
The little firefly. I am a firefly. I have a glowing little lantern. I have thin little wings. I have delicate antennae. I love the quiet of the night. I fly through the tall grass. I taste the sweet morning dew. I dance with my friends. We light up the entire forest. I rest on a large leaf. I look at my tiny self in a water droplet. I say hello to the moon in the sky. I listen to the frog songs by the pond. When it rains, I hide under a mushroom umbrella. I venture along the sparkling stream. I play hide and seek inside a hollow log. I guide lost little animals home. I I gaze up at the countless stars. My light is a warm hope. I am a small light in the big world.
小红书，
The little snail's slow adventure. I am a snail. I have retractable tentacles. I have a soft body. I have a spiral house. I can hide inside my house. I move very, very slowly. But I am very patient. I leave a shiny trail wherever I go. I love rainy days the most. After the rain, I climb on a big mushroom. I taste the dewdrops on the leaves. I like to eat fresh, tender leaves. I take a nap under a blade of grass. The ladybug and I are good friends. We play hide and seek among the flowers. I love to explore this big, big world. I climb up a dandelion with all my might. The view from up high is so beautiful. Every step is a small expedition. I am a happy little snail.
小红书，
The little spider's wonderful world. I am a spider. I have 8 flexible legs. I can spin silvery threads. I have a patient heart. I weave a beautiful web. My web glitters with morning dew. I love to watch the sunrise. I hide under a leaf when it rains. I have many eyes to see the colorful world. I watch the busy ants on the ground and the soaring birds in the sky. I am a quiet observer. I can climb high, very high, all the way to the top of the tallest flower. I am a friend to the flowers and a guardian of the forest. At night, I listen to the crickets sing. I watch the moon hanging in the night sky. My web is my home and my stage. I am a small but wonderful life.
小红书，
I am a little bee. I am a little bee. I have a furry body. I have nimble antennae. I have hard-working hind legs and a pair of transparent wings. My home is inside a big tree. It's a warm and busy family. Every morning, I set off with the sun, searching in the vast fields of flowers. I love the sweetness deep inside the flowers. While collecting nectar, my body gets covered in pollen. I fly from this flower to that, spreading hope for them. I also have a sharp stinger for protection. But most of the time, I am very friendly. When my honey pot and pollen baskets are full, I fly back home with a full harvest. We turn the nectar into sweet, sweet honey. We dance to share the good news with our companions. When night falls, I patrol the forest with a firefly lantern. I am a tiny bee, a busy messenger in nature.
小红书，
The tiny adventurer. I am an ant, curious about the world. I have flexible antennae to feel the world. My body is small and the world is big. I have 6 strong legs that can take me anywhere. My eyes can see wonderful sights. I can lift things much heavier than myself. I work together with my friends. We live in a busy home underground. I love to explore in the forest. Sometimes I make a wish. I am a brave sailor. I talk to my friends by touching antennae. The world can be big and scary, but I am clever and always find shelter. I like to climb high and see the view from afar. I leave a special trail so I don't get lost. I also enjoy sharing delicious food with friends. The world is different at night. After a long day, it's time to rest. I am small, but I am part of this big, amazing world.
小红书，
Hello, I'm a kangaroo. I am a kangaroo. I have short little front paws. I have big ears. I have strong, powerful hind legs. And a long tail. They help me jump very high. And jump very far. I live in beautiful Australia. In the morning, I like to eat fresh leaves. My front paws can hold food firmly. After eating, I will find a place to rest. Sometimes I play with my friends. We compete to see who can jump farther. When I'm thirsty, I go to the river to drink water. I always stay alert. I also have a magical pouch. It's a warm and safe pocket. When the sun goes down, the sky becomes beautiful. I like to sit quietly under the starry sky. I am a happy kangaroo. Good night.
小红书，
I am a puppy. I am a puppy. I have soft ears. I have a wet nose. I have a fluffy tail. I have bright eyes. I like to run in the forest. I like to chase fluttering butterflies. I like to drink by the stream. I like to play with my friends. I can fetch the ball. I can dig holes with my paws. I love to nap in the sun. I look at the little mushroom with curiosity. I look up at the light passing through the trees. I also help my friends. Sometimes I feel lonely. But I can always find new fun. I like to smell the fragrance of flowers. I loyally guard my home. I am a happy puppy.
小红书，
Hello, little rabbit. I am a rabbit. I have a fluffy short tail. I have long, sensitive ears. I have short front paws and strong hind legs. My favorite thing is to jump. I can jump very high. I also love to run through meadows of flowers. My nose is always twitching. It helps me smell wonderful things. Like sweet, crunchy carrots. And crisp, juicy apples. My home is a cozy burrow underground. It's warm and safe inside. I have many friends in the forest. We love to play hide and seek together. When the day is over, I get sleepy. I watch the beautiful sunset. And dream sweet dreams until morning.
小红书，
The fluffy tail. I am a squirrel. I have a big fluffy tail. I have small shiny eyes. I have nimble front paws. I also have sharp teeth. I live high up in a big tree. I love to leap between branches. My favorite food is nuts. I spend a lot of time looking for food. Sometimes I find delicious mushrooms. And sweet berries too. I must be careful and watch out for danger. When autumn comes, the leaves turn yellow. I become very busy. I gather lots and lots of nuts. I hide them carefully under the ground. So I won't be hungry in the winter. When it snows, the world turns white. I snuggle up in my warm little home. Dreaming sweet dreams, waiting for spring to arrive.
小红书，
The happy black-faced sheep. I am a black-faced sheep. I have a black face. I have fluffy white wool. I have short limbs. I have round eyes. I live in the great mountains. I like to eat green grass. I love to bask in the sun. I like to drink from the mountain spring. I like walking on the forest path. I like to gaze into the distance. I love to play with my friends. I like to run on the hillside. I enjoy the scent of flowers. I love to listen to the birds sing. When I'm tired, I rest under a tree. I watch the sunset. I watch the stars twinkle. I sleep with my family. I am a happy black-faced sheep.
小红书，
I am a horse. I am a fine horse. I have strong hooves. I have bright eyes. I have a long tail and a flowing mane. My ears can hear the faintest sounds in the forest. My favorite food is fresh green grass. I also love sweet red apples. A crunchy carrot is a special treat. I drink from the clear stream. I love to run freely across the fields and leap over fallen logs. Sometimes I like to stand quietly and feel the breeze. I make friends with the butterflies in the forest. We share secrets under the shade of a large tree. When it rains, I find shelter under the dense leaves. I gaze at the rainbow that appears after the rain. The sunset paints the sky in warm colors. I find a soft patch of grass to lie down, dreaming of tomorrow's new adventures.
小红书，
Little monkey's wonderful day. I am a monkey. I have a long tail. I have bright eyes. I have nimble fingers. My fur is white. I live in the forest. I love to eat bananas. I also love sweet peaches. I am great at climbing trees. I swing from vine to vine. I drink water from the stream. I can peel fruit with my hands. I like to play with my reflection. I watch the cherry blossoms fall. I sit in a bird's nest. I like to make funny faces. I listen to the sounds of the jungle. I nap in the warm sun. I gaze at the beautiful sunset. I am a happy little monkey.
小红书，
A giraffe's day. I am a giraffe. I have a long neck. I have bright eyes. I have small ears. I have a beautiful coat of spots. I have long eyelashes. I have 2 short horns. I have 4 long legs. I can run very fast. I like to eat leaves from tall trees. My tongue is also very long. I like to walk on the grassland. I like the warm sunshine. Little birds are my good friends. I can see the scenery far, far away. I have to bend down to drink water. I like to cool off under a tree. I like to play among the flowers. At night, I sleep watching the stars. I am a happy giraffe.
小红书，
Ellie the little elephant. I am a little elephant. I have a long trunk. I have big ears. I have thick legs. And I have a tiny tail. My eyes are round and bright. I like to drink water with my trunk. I also like to spray water and play. I like to walk on the green grass. I like to explore in the dense forest. I like to hide behind big trees and play hide and seek. I like to sit among the flowers and smell their fragrance. I like to eat sweet fruits. I like to roll in the mud. I like to make friends with butterflies. I like to gaze at the distant mountains. I like to watch the beautiful sunset. At night, I like to look at the stars in the sky. I yawn under the moonlight. I'm going to sleep, good night.
小红书，
The Little Mouse's Forest Diary. I am a mouse. I have long whiskers. I have bright eyes. I have a pointy snout. I have big ears. I have a long tail. I have sharp teeth. I have soft fur. My home is in a tree hollow. I love to eat nuts. I also love to eat berries. I am good at climbing trees. I like to run through the grass. I use a leaf as a little boat. I collect dewdrops in the morning. I play with butterflies. I listen to the birds sing. I watch the moon at night. I store food for the winter. I am a happy little mouse.
小红书，
The slow and happy turtle. I am a turtle. I have a hard shell. I have short legs. I have a small head. I can hide my head in my shell. I walk very slowly. I like to bask in the sun. I can also swim. I like to eat green leaves. I also like to eat sweet strawberries. I have many friends, like the butterfly and the little fish. When it rains, I use a lotus leaf as an umbrella. I like to watch the sunrise. I also like to watch the sunset. At night, I look at the stars in the sky. My shell is my little house. I have been to many places. My journey continues.
小红书，
I am a little donkey. I am a little donkey. I have long ears. I have big teeth. I have gray fur and a fluffy tail. My eyes are gentle and bright. I love to eat fresh green grass and sweet, crunchy carrots. I can carry heavy things, walking steadily on mountain paths. Sometimes I feel stubborn and don't want to move at all. But most of the time, I am very gentle. I enjoy the sunshine and the cool, clear stream water. I like to roll around on the grass. My call sounds like hee-haw, hee-haw. I have many friends. We chase each other in the fields. This is me, a happy little donkey.
小红书，
I am a panda. I am a panda. I have round ears. I have dark eye patches. I have a chubby body. My favorite food is bamboo. I can eat lots and lots of it. After eating, I like to take a nap. Sometimes I climb tall trees to look at the distant mountains. I also love to roll down the hills and play in the cool stream. Sometimes I feel lonely too, but the little birds will come to keep me company, and the butterflies dance for me. I live happily in this beautiful home. I am a panda, a treasure of the world.
小红书，
I am a little wolf. I am a wolf. I have sharp teeth. I have sharp eyes. I have gray fur. I have a sensitive nose. I have pointy ears. I have strong legs and a fluffy tail. I live in the forest. I like to run on the path. I like to howl at the moon. I like to play with dandelions. But sometimes I get a little lonely. Then, I find my friends. We are a pack. We are wolves.
小红书，
Hello, I am a bear. I am a bear. I have a chubby body. I have dark, dark eyes. A very sensitive nose. My claws are very sharp. I am a great tree climber. I love to eat sweet honey. And I also enjoy juicy berries. I am also an expert at catching fish. Sometimes I like to think quietly. Or watch the beautiful sunset. When I'm tired from playing, I let out a big yawn. Then I find a cozy cave. And fall fast asleep, dreaming sweet dreams.
小红书，
The little hedgehog's tale. I'm a little hedgehog. I have a tiny nose. I have round eyes. I have tiny ears. I have a pointy snout. I have short legs. I also have a body full of sharp quills. When I'm in danger, I curl myself into a ball. The quills are my armor, protecting me from harm. I love to take walks at night. I enjoy playing in the autumn leaves. I also watch my reflection by the stream. I will search for delicious food. This is my life. I am a hedgehog and I am me.
小红书，
The snake's tail and other body parts. One day, the snake's tail argued with other body parts. The tail wanted to lead the way. Other body parts said, "You don't even have eyes or nose. How could you guide us to move ahead?" However, the tail didn't want to hear them. So it started to lead the way and dragged the whole body along. But unfortunately, the whole body fell down into a stone pit. The body was broken terribly. The tail begged the head, "Please save us. My argument was too boring. I will never be so stupid anymore."
小红书，